there's a big misconception about this business. So many people think it's all about the money. Why the money is very important, the incentives are also much more important. Okay, the resort we have here is a 5-star resort. Okay, when you get to Greece, in Athens, it's still about 5 hours drive from Athens before you get to this particular place called Costa Navarino. A very, very beautiful place, very, very beautiful place in the mountains. People from all over the world come here, and we have been staying here. Okay, and I'm not paying a kobo. Beautiful trainings, beautiful environment, free food, everything is fun. My flight here is free, accommodation is free, and these are things that we should also look into beyond just talking about the money. We should also look at the incentive. As a matter of fact, there are some people that join this business not because of the money. Some of them are very rich. Some of them have been blessed in their personal business, but because of some of this incentive, because of the mind-blowing incentive that Forever gives us, that is enough to also encourage some people to be part of this business. Let me quickly show you some few clips. You can see that picture. Can you see that picture there? Okay, that is myself and my team members, 5 of us on that boat ride on the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, that white guy there is our rider. Okay, after the beautiful ride on the water, it was mind-blowing. I can't really forget that experience, and I can tell you that this is one of the essence of living. Okay, not just working, we should also create time for fun, and that's one of the things you can see there. One of the other things, I'm just showing you this because I also want to encourage you to be part of this. Okay, another thing I want to show you here, this is a picture of myself and some of my team members that we came here together at the Doha airport in Qatar. Okay, we had a stopover in Qatar on our way to Greece, and we were there for about 6 hours, but it was fun. The Qatar airport was magnificent, so big, so beautiful, people all over the world. And for me, this is part of the experience that you get in the business, seeing different locations, seeing different parts of the world, and I believe that is quite awesome. Okay, I also had the opportunity to meet the president. The guy you are looking at there is Greg Mon. Is the son of the founder of Forever. If you go to Google and check this guy's name out, you will understand how much this guy is worth. Okay, when you come to a training like this, you meet these people one-on-one. You interact with them, you play with them, you joke with them. Okay, and that's Greg Mon there, the president of Forever Living Globally. And you also see in this beautiful picture the woman, the white lady in the middle. Her name is Jane Leach. This woman blew our mind. This woman, she's been in Forever for 23 years. Okay, 23 years in Forever. And this woman told us some fantastic things. As a matter of fact, what I'll be sharing with you tonight are excerpts, okay, some things that I got from the training that this woman gave us. You see, everybody on my left, on my right, are my team members. That some of them you have seen them before. We came to Lagos together. Some of them you have not seen them before. But this is what we're talking about. Okay, we are trying to build a business to a point where all of us in the next upcoming Eagle Managers Retreat, because this particular event is called the Eagle Managers Retreat. Once you become a manager, you also if you become a manager and you build your business very well, as I will see explain later, you qualify for this retreat. The next one next year is going to be on a ship cruise. Okay, we are going to be on a ship cruise through Barcelona, through Monte Carlo, up to Rome. Okay, you are going to be on a ship for about 7 days. Your accommodation is going to be on that ship. Your feeding, you know some of these ships like Titanic. Okay, very mighty ship. We are going to be on that ship, having this fantastic opportunity, enjoying the meals, enjoy the training, and that ship will move through 3 different countries within a space of 6-7 days. This is what we are talking about as far as this business is concerned. Now, I've been able to share this with you and to show you some of these things to also encourage you that this business is not one thing that we just have to play about. It's something that we need to handle as business. And this is the essence of what I'll be talking about right away. I hope you can still hear me clearly, everybody. Okay, I think we are having more people joining the audience now. Now, let's go to the main reason why we are here. The main reason why we are here today is because I believe it is time for us to take our business to the next level. And one of the things I've learned here, I know some of these things before, but the reality has done more on me on the need for us to really take this business beyond what we are doing currently. I'm so passionate about this business, and I really understand some of the challenges that come with this business. But the reality is this: anything worthwhile in life comes with a level of challenge. Let me quickly share this with you. The founder of Forever, Resmond, shared a particular story with us today. There was a particular time that their aloe vera farm in the US got frozen. Everything got frozen because of the winter at that time. It was a heartbreaking situation. Imagine the aloe vera that the company uses to produce the bulk of their product got frozen because of an unfavorable weather condition. But that does not stop him from looking for an alternative to continue the business. It was really a disturbing matter, but they rose up to the challenge, decided to move the aloe vera farm to Dominican Republic, where the weather is favorable, where the environment is hygienic for the growth of the aloe vera. And today, Forever Aloe Vera Farm is in Dominican Republic. They did not say because of the challenge they had at that time that they should stop planting aloe vera, that they should stop business. So I want to please appeal to all of us that in life and in business, sometimes challenges come, but one of the things we need to do as humans is to learn how to quickly rise up to challenges and overcome them, instead of sitting down there and blaming everybody, blaming the company, blaming your upline. The best thing to do is to ask questions that how can I come out of this situation, what do I have to do? So I believe we all understand what I've been trying to talk about. Before I go into what I have to do today, people have been asking me that I should show my webcam, I should show my face. Well, I have not really changed. It's still the same guy you used to know. This place is a little bit dark. I think I need to, okay, now this is Mr. Jegede that you guys have seen before. I'm in my room here in the resort, and it's been wonderful, okay? It's been fantastic, it's been awesome, and the business have been growing, okay? It's something that I believe all of us can look forward to, so that we can also get the best out of what we have to do right away. So I don't want us to get distracted with my image. We need to continue what we are doing right now. Now, building a team. One of the things I noticed with the hybrid team, I follow you guys, I follow your posts. Some of you talk to me personally. Sometimes I respond, sometimes I may not respond, not because I'm being wicked, but sometimes I discover that there are a lot of issues that people are mixing up, and we really need to get down and sort some of these things out once and for all. Now, for all of us, I can see passion in everything we have been trying to do in this business. I can see tenacity of purpose. I can see strong interest in really getting something out of this business. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that most of us, we focus our energy more on sales. We want to do everything we do around the business is more about sales. And that is not bad. That is part of the business. As a matter of fact, there are two main pillars to this business. One of those pillars is selling, okay? Why it is called network marketing is because sales is part of it. If sales is not part of it, the marketing part of the name will not be there, right? Now, what you are doing about selling is not bad. I know so many people are asking questions about instant builder, so many people are asking questions about product knowledge. These are fantastic things that we need to know. But beyond sales, I'm not going to talk about sales tonight, okay, because I believe we understand sales. Some of you guys have been doing very, very well with the affiliate system created by Mr. T. I'll be talking more today about how to build a team. Now, one of the things that I learned here is that the forever living product business opportunity is not actually designed for professional salesmen. Now, that may not really make a lot of meaning to you. Why I said that is that you don't have to be a giant salesman to succeed in forever. Okay, the forever business opportunity is designed in such a way that everybody is required to do a bit of what you can do and teach others to do a bit of what you can do, of what they can do. And that is what leads to building a robust team, a big team that eventually fetches you a lot of money in the business. Now, let me quickly share this with you. This is something that happened to me not quite long, because I built a team. Okay, when you build a team, you have leverage. When you don't build a team and you are the only one making sales, fine. If anything happens to you at a particular point in time and you are not able to show up, then your business goes down. In the month of June this year, I was so busy because of something that happened within the family front, and I couldn't really do a lot of sales as I normally do. But do you know what? That same month, I still made my 7 figures. Why that is possible is because I have built a team who understand what to do, whether I'm available or not. Today I'm in Greece. Business is moving on in my team, either my managerial team or my non-managerial team. People understand what to do because I've taken time to show them what to do, and they now understand what to do, and they can show others how to go about it. Now, to build a team in Forever, as you can see on my screen, you need a lot of things. There are 4 major things in that cycle that you are looking at that are very, very vital to building a robust team. And some of these things are the things I will quickly share with you within the little time we have. Now, you can see that yellow paper on that screen that says, why do we use the Forever business building cycle? Now, this particular model I want to use to train you guys tonight is the same model that have been used in the UK, and their sales and their team have grown much more than what we ever experienced in Nigeria. Let me also shock you that a lot of people doing Forever living product business in Nigeria don't really understand the business, and that's the truth. The reality is that we are so many in this country, our population is so big, but we are not really doing this business the way it should be done. And that is why you see some people, they start the business, they get frustrated out of the business. But we don't want that to happen to you, and that's why we want to take time to build a robust foundation for all of us so that we can take this business to the level that that we need to take it to. Okay. Now you will notice that for you to build a team in this business, you need to recruit. Now, so many of you guys have called me. Some people have chatted with me. I know a particular lady chatted with me. She was talking about sales. I said, why you are talking about sales, some product may not be available, but don't wait until you become a super salesperson before you start recruiting. And she said, how do you expect me to recruit if I've not really done much of sales? I said, well, this business, you need to learn how to combine the retailing part of the business with the recruitment part of the business together at the same time. If you are only doing retailing and you want to become a professional retail person before you start recruiting, well, that is not bad, but at the same time, you can do the two together. And you ask me how. These are some of the things I'll be sharing with you, okay? Because the issue that we have here is this. Some people normally tell me that people want to know if I'm really doing well in the business before they join me. Let me tell you the truth. People want to see what you are doing in the business, but at the same time, there are a lot of people you can refer to. There are a lot of things about this business that if you have access to them, and if you have read about them, or if you have heard about them from people like us who have gone very close to people at the top hierarchy of the business, that becomes your story. I remember when I joined the business in 2014, I had no result. I work a job, I'm a civil servant. I just joined the business because I love the way it was presented to me, but I was not really mentored appropriately by my upline. She doesn't even understand what the business is all about, so she couldn't give what she doesn't have. But at that time, as I was studying the business, I kept talking about it. I was studying the business, I was studying the product, I was studying what they do, then I bought some of the product myself to use myself, and I keep sharing my experience. Now, one of the experience that I had with the product, especially with aloe vera gel, was an experience that I think I've shared with some of you guys. I used to have a particular pain on my back, and anytime I'm standing, that particular pain in the upper part of my left arm normally comes up, and I was wondering what is happening. By virtue of my background in medical setting, I tried to do so many medical investigations. I could not really understand what was going on. Along the line, I got into Forever. I started using aloe vera gel, and until today, that thing has gone. Now, what do you think that has done for me? That has given me a story to share. I have a lady in my office who bought Clean, okay, because she wanted to get married, and She wanted to really fit into her wedding dress very well. And after she used, as a matter of fact, I was one of those people, because I've not joined the business there. I was one of those people that I was really laughing at her, that don't worry, when you just lose the weight, it will come back. But she lost the weight. She had a nice wedding. Her wedding clothes really fitted her very well. And she shared something particular with me. She said, prior to that period, her menstrual cycle was very irregular. That it was after she completed her penile program that her menstrual cycle came back to normal. And that really inspired me. And that was why when I joined the business, the first product I bought was 3 packs of quinine and some few products that I want to use myself. And I sold my 3 packs of quinine with the story of this lady. Now, it wasn't my story. I have not used quinine before. I don't think I should use quinine because some of you guys have seen it. So if I use quinine, you know what will happen. Now, I have not used quinine, but someone have used quinine who was nearby me, and she shared her experience with quinine with me. And for me, that is enough for me to sell my quinine. Anytime I want to share my experience with quinine, I share this lady's story. I share her story the same way she told me. Okay, and that has actually helped me to sell a lot of quinine, even offline without using the internet. Now, this is what I'm talking about. At the time I was doing all this, my team members were not even up to 10. As a matter of fact, I was doing this, I was learning how to master my sales, then I kept sharing the business opportunity with people. This is why it is called network marketing. You need leverage. You need an army, okay? The more your team members, the more the team members you have, the more the understanding of the product and the business they know, the more they can implement, then the more everybody can move together. And that is why if you see the screen in front of you, this is something that they call contact list. I know for some of you guys are online guys and you understand list building. You understand what it means to build a list. For those who do it offline, this is what they use. They think around who they know. Now, there's a particular misconception again that I really want to clear about this business. Some of us prejudge. We assume that somebody cannot do the business. We assume that, oh, this person, he is already rich. She is already made. She doesn't need extra money. There's no point bothering him or her about the business. Oh, my friend, she doesn't have the drive. He doesn't know marketing. There's no point bothering about the business. The reality is this. With what I have seen and with what I've heard, our job as professional network marketers is to use the information at our disposal to share this business with as many people as we know, and we will continue to know. Whether they will join or not is not my headache. My headache is to push out the information to them professionally. Now, where a lot of us have issue is because we push the message out like a quack. Okay? When you push the message out like a quack, people will run away from you. And these are the things we need to understand. But there's a way you communicate the value of this business to people that they want to look at you and see what you are doing. Now, let me quickly share an experience that I had here with you. One of our leaders here, she lodged in a particular hotel one day. In the morning, she slept over with her husband. In the morning, she came to the gym to just do some exercise, and she met another lady on the gym, and they didn't know each other before, but they got talking. Okay, they got talking about life, talking about so many things, and before you know it, they started talking about their background, their profession, what they do for a living. And before you know it, this lady said, she just asked the other lady that, are you comfortable with what you are doing? Do you make enough money to make you happy? Do you make enough money to keep your family happy? To make your children happy? And as they were discussing all this together, it became clear to her that, well, the other lady needed an extra income. And this lady introduced her to the business, but the lady was like, I've had so much about forever that did they really make money in that business? And the woman who was sharing this experience with us said, well, we make money. That how about making an extra $40,000 in a month, because that was what she was making at that time, an extra $40,000 in a month. Now, I'm not saying that will happen to you right away, because I'm telling you, she worked her business to that particular level, okay? And today, that same lady that she shared the opportunity with in a gym, they both came here together, okay? And she was recognized. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. In this business, you need to consciously find a way to communicate the value of your business to people on a daily basis. Either you do it offline, either you do it online, that does not matter. What is important is using what is available at your disposal to communicate the business. Now, right in front of me, you will see Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, WhatsApp, and others. I know you guys are so conversant with the internet. The internet is a powerful tool, okay? As a matter of fact, most of the ladies from the UK is a leading team, is a leading country in Forever globally. Currently, Forever is in over 155 countries. The UK is the #1 country in Forever. And you know their secrets? They have learned how to use the internet and the social media to drive their sales and to drive their recruitment. I know one of those ladies, she lives in Spain, but her business, she builds her business in the UK. She lives in Spain, she builds her business in the UK, and one of the things she uses majorly to drive her business is Instagram. Okay, she uses YouTube. There's another particular lady, she was the lady that got over $1 million US when we went to South Africa in April. Her name is Nathaniel Ili. She uses YouTube. She dominated YouTube with her videos. Okay, her videos that talks about the business, that talks about so many things. And these are the things that all of us need to look into. There must be something out there, whether you are sleeping or you are awake. There must be something out there that is communicating the value of your business to a man, to a woman, to a girl, to a boy, to a student, to a worker, to a banker. You must have your business out there. If I'm sleeping now, I have systems in place that is communicating my business to people. Let me take Facebook as an example. Some of us believe that until I do a newsfeed advert and I direct traffic to my website and people opt into my web page, that I cannot do things. And I see so many people complaining about their advert being flagged and stuff like that. Now, even if you don't have money, because we meet different people in this business. If you have money, you can run some of those adverts. What if you don't have money? If you don't have money to run adverts, you still have your Facebook wall if you're on Facebook. Now, the challenge I have with a lot of people is that we also communicate our business wrongly, even on Facebook. The way this business is designed, people don't just buy into the business immediately. The first thing people do is to buy into you. How is your Facebook wall designed? If your Facebook wall is filled with junks, if your Facebook wall is filled with things that talks about come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, people will run away from you, okay? But there's a way you design your write-up. There's a way you pick your images. There's a way you design your Facebook write-up that will encourage people to even want to follow you. These are things that I believe Mr. Tony have done a lot about, and I'm so sure we still continue to do a lot of things about. These are different things we can use to drive our business online. I can't remember if any one of us have ever used Skype to also drive our business, okay? Using Skype to drive our business, I noticed that immediately some of us signed up, we were asking for international sponsorship to several countries. I know some of you guys wanted the company to sponsor you to 10, 20 countries at a time without having a plan on ground on what you want to do with those sponsorship. Now, the reality is this. With Facebook, with social media, with your Skype, you can do a training. As a matter of fact, you can do product demonstration on using some of these tools to anybody, anywhere in the world. The issue about this business is about communicating value. When you learn to communicate value with this business, people will buy into it. These are practical things that must be on our paper, that must be on our worksheet and action plans on a daily basis. Now, beyond the internet, there is something that I believe we also need to look into. And this will help us to even look at our immediate environment, because there's also another issue that I think I have with a lot of FBOs. As a matter of fact, for some of my guys in Ekiti, some of them believe that if you don't understand the internet, you can't do this business. Fine. The internet is a very good tool that you can use to drive this business. But I have met people who don't understand how the social media work, the way some of you guys understand, and they are still doing very, very well with this business. Take, for instance, a woman came from Gabon. She has been here, she's still here, will be leaving tomorrow. Now, let me tell you something about Gabon. In Gabon, the total population of people in Gabon is about 1.7 million. You can check it online on Google. Population of people in Gabon is about 1.7 million people. Now, this woman has been to Forever for about 10 years. She came here with 42 people that also qualify as Igbo managers. What do you say about that? A country of 1.7 million people. Somebody who doesn't understand how to use Facebook and social media the way me and you understand. She left that country where I believe the economy is not as good as our economy. She came to this particular place with 42 Igbo managers. An Igbo manager is somebody who is a manager who has done about a minimum of 720 case credits within 1 year and has produced a minimum of 2 supervisors. This woman came with 42 managers like that to this particular place. What do you say about that? She doesn't really understand the key technical things that some of us understand. But look at this screen in front of you, how you can leverage on your relationship, how you can leverage on the people you know, how you can share your business idea with them. One of the things that we are enjoying today, which I believe we need to maximize, is ability to personally sit down, see this business as something you want to do, and learn everything you need to learn so that you can communicate this business to everybody. Now, by the end of this program, I'm going to forward a particular material to Mr. T, and he's going to upload it to you guys. That material is a practical handbook. That material is what is called the 4 steps to manager. Maybe some of you guys have even seen it before. That is the material that they use in the UK to build a business that has made them to be the #1 country in Forever. As a matter of fact, there's a particular lady coming from the UK next week because their bash is next week to this particular program. She alone, she's coming here with 200 people that qualify as Igbo managers in her team because they are following the same model. They are using the same handbook that I'm going to send to Mr. Tony, that I'm so sure Mr. Tony will get it across to all of you. But look at this screen. Look at your past. How many people do you know in your past? From your education, from your schools, your colleges, okay, from your neighborhood, people that you have worked together before. You know, these are things that we don't really look at. Some of us think that if I tell them I'm doing Forever, they will laugh at me. For goodness sake, let me tell you the truth. Let them laugh at you. They laughed at me when I started. So people told me that this thing cannot work here. I live in Ekiti. You guys know. I stay in Ado Ekiti. And they told me that this thing cannot work in Ekiti. I don't know problem because I have done my homework. I've read what I need to read. And I know that it's not about the location. It is not about where you live. It is about what you understand. It's about the system that is being handed over to you. This business works anywhere if you do it the way it should be done. Okay? So, look around you. They told me that I cannot work. I said, no problem. I will find a way to make it work. And that was what we did. We have not gotten there yet, but it is now obvious to everybody that this thing works. Now everybody wants to come in because of what they have seen. So please, don't ever look at what people will say. It's about your life. This is about freedom. Okay? This is about your children having a nice time. This is about you paying your house rent without waiting for your salary. This is about you living a good life where your boss cannot dictate your movement. This is what we're talking about, guys. And that is why these memory joggers, we call it memory joggers. You can look at this thing and it gives you an idea. Who do I know? How do I communicate my business across to them? Because the idea is, some people will just tell you that I don't know anybody. I don't even know who to talk to about this business. The reality is that all of us know people. If you study these memory joggers, it will give you 1 or 2 ideas of how, of the people around you, okay, that will also be interested in something that can give them freedom, that will also be interested in something that can give them a time to spend with their family, that will also be interested in something that can give them and afford them an opportunity to travel for free. Now, these are the things we're talking about. I've met myself in a situation whereby in a particular training, in our own training office in Ekiti, a guy came in, he happened to be my friend. Unfortunately, I have not told him about Forever. I see him virtually every week. I didn't share the business with him until somebody shared the business with him and he came to my meeting. The first thing he said, so you are the one behind this thing and you didn't tell me. First and foremost, I felt so guilty for not sharing the business with him. Number 2, after the training, he got fired up about into the business and decided to give the business all it takes. Okay? Now, whatever even though he came to the training, he didn't come through my direct team. So there's no commission I'm going to get from him. I should have told him about the business. I had the opportunity to share the business with him, but I did not share the business with him. Somebody else that is not even in my team shared the business with a friend of mine that could have been my manager later on, but I missed that opportunity, and there is nothing I can do about it. These are practical things that I believe we need to look at so that we can also take care of this aspect of our business. These are fantastic things that I believe all of us can do to see, to take our business to the next level. Now, I'm trying to call this so that it won't take too much of the time. People have used several different methods to invite people to training. Okay, some people invite people to their house. Some people invite people to their WhatsApp group. Okay, so people use what we call Google Form. And some of you guys know Google Form. There's a way you can design Google Form. If you don't have money to do autoresponder, there's a way you can create Google Form, put a lovely, beautiful post around your WhatsApp group, around your Facebook channel page, BBM channel or whatever. If you have good content, okay, if you are saying it the way you should say it, not the way the other people say it outside. If you say it the way it should be said, people want to look at what you've got to do. And for all of us, one of the things I believe is, I know some of you guys are very busy. Some of you guys, you are still working on a job like myself. You can sit down with your laptop. Let us even assume that you're not the type that talks a lot. You don't even like talking to so many people. You can create a lot of activity on your system. Okay, you can use a system like this to communicate your business to so many people. I think this is very, very crucial, and these are some of the things we need to start looking at now. Now, there is something that we need to know. As you can see on that screen, this business is a manager developing business. It's a manager developing business. Now, why do we call it a manager developing business? The structure of Forever is a structure that thrives on the fact that when you come into the business, look at what you need to do to develop people until they become manager. You come into the business, show people all the things you need to show them until they become manager. In this business, when you make manager the right way, it is assumed that you understand the business. Because it's another level in the business. Once you become a manager, then you should be able to show someone how to also become manager. Because when you become manager in this business, you maximize your bonuses. You maximize bonuses, either your personal bonuses or your team building bonuses. Then you start enjoying the incentives. I know some of you guys are aware that we have 4 major incentives in this business. We have the car plan incentive, where when you qualify for it, the company starts giving you commissions that if you don't want to get a brand new car, you can be taking the commission. It's an extra commission apart from what you earn on your activities. And if you want to translate the commission to a brand new car, the company also made that happen for you. We call it the Forever to Drive incentive. We also have the Chairman's bonus. That is where you see people collecting big checks that you can see on my screen. Okay, when the company also share a pool of their profits with people that are qualified for that incentive. By the time we go to Dubai next year in April, some of us we are coming back home with some of these checks so that all of us can also be encouraged to work towards that. Then what we came here for is Eagle Managers Incentive, where you come all expense paid. The company sponsor your trip. You can bring somebody with you, and you can also enjoy a lot of fantastic things with the company. Now, these incentives only comes to you when you become a manager. If you're a supervisor, you don't get chairman's bonus. If you're an assistant manager, you don't qualify for Eagle Managers Retreat. If you're an assistant supervisor, there's no way you can do Forever to Drive. So when you become a manager and you build a structure, I'm still going to show you the structure of how to be a manager. When you build the right structure, then you are really building a good business. And our job, my job, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, my job, the job of Mr. Tony, the job of all our leaders is to keep showing us everything we need to do so that we can make manager. Now, how long it will now take you to make manager is a factor of what you want to achieve yourself. I did my own manager in 7 months. I have people in my team that have done it in 5 months. I have people in my team that have done it in 3 months. I've seen people who have done it in 5 years. Is a personal choice for everybody to make, because once you decide that I want to make this to happen, then I believe nobody can stop you because you are ready to go all out for it. And when you become a manager, it changes your business. It makes a lot of things to happen. You have a lot of results. A lot of times your result even speaks for you. Now, you need to understand how to build a manager structure. Let me quickly show you something here so that you can understand what I'm saying. Now, you can see right in front of you, okay, we call it your manager plan. I have 5 months here, I have 6 months here, and I have 7-month plan. Some people want to make manager in 5 months. Some people want to make manager in 6 months. Some want to make it in 7 months. Now, what you see in front of you is a combination of both retailing, that is sales, and recruiting. As a matter of fact, let me quickly show you this so that you can understand where the company is coming from. This is a typical 6-month plan on how to become a manager. You will notice that on this 6-month plan on how to become a manager, it's only about 2 to 3 case credits that this design gives to retailing. Now, we are not saying you cannot do much more than that. Please, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should not do more than that. I'm only saying that this business is designed in such a way that you can do a bit and teach so many people to do a bit so that we don't make it complex. When somebody is coming to the business and he assumes that, this business, I just have to do so many sales. I have to do so many sales. Fine, some people who don't understand selling, okay, that might be enough to push them away. But when we simplify it by showing something like this, that, okay, you can come in, do 2 to 3 case credits in sales in a month, if that is what you can do. Do 1 to 3 case credits in sponsoring. How do you sponsor 1 to 3 case credits? Maybe somebody comes to my team and say, okay, I want to start this business. I want to come in with 1 case credit. I want to start this business. I want to come in with 1.5. The 1 to 3 case credits you see there is an accumulation, okay, of the total case credit that comes to you from your new sign up. Okay, so maybe that person has 1 to 3 case credits. There are some people we also call repeat customer. There are some of our customers that are already loyal customers. Okay, they buy tooth gel from you because they like the tooth gel. Some of them, you tell them to come and join the business, they tell you that no, I'm not ready for business now. I just want to continue to keep buying. We have some of them around us that every month, some of them will buy 2 bottles of aloe vera gel, 2 bottles of IG Plus, and stuff like that. We call them repeat customers. Maybe you're able to do about 0.5 to 1 case credit from repeat customers. Then personal use. Now, I have a lot of issues with distributors here. We don't really want to represent the brand that we are promoting. We sell the product. I have some of my team members, they sell a lot of products, but they don't use any. And I tell them, it doesn't make sense. Okay? On one of our forums, one of the guys was asking on the forum that, please, I have a customer who wants to buy Fab, that's our energy drink. But please, the customer is asking me, how does it taste? I just answer him, go and buy one, drink it, then you know how it tastes, then you can tell your customer. Okay, it's just the plain truth that when you use the product personally, there's a personal experience that you get from the product that also becomes your own story that brings you more sales. I've shared one of aloe vera gel with you. I have sold so many forever tooth gel because of the experience my daughter had with the tooth gel. Okay, I've shared this with some of you guys that the tooth gel eradicated something that looks like mouth odor, and because of the effectiveness of that tooth gel, I eradicated close-up and the rest from my house. My house is forever tooth gel. That is what I use. That's what my children and my wife use, and most people around me. And I have shared my story around the forever tooth gel to a point that when I finish sharing my story, I normally, especially with mothers that have children, I don't know why most children around the age of 2 to 4, maybe they have a little bit of mouth odor. Most mothers will tell you that, my own son also have that challenge. My own daughter also have that challenge. Can I get one? Can I get 2? Okay. Now, because I have used the product personally, it has given me a personal testimony that has become my story to share with people, and that keeps getting me more case credit, more sales from either myself or my repeat customers. Now, when you look at this structure in front of you, if you follow this structure, retailing, sponsorship, repeat customers, personal use, you can do an average of 4 to 8 case credits in a month. You can do an average of 4 to 8 case credits in a month, okay? And what I then have to do is to find a way of sharing my business with people and teaching them this simple approach. My brother was telling me, my brother is here with me, we came here together from Nigeria, and he designed a fantastic approach to his own business of how he wants to use his own marketing model to bring 5 people into this business every month. And by the time he finished sharing this concept with me, I discovered that this guy will make manager in the next 4 to 5 months because of the simplicity of the approach. And that is one of the things I believe we need to look into. But when your focus is mainly on retailing, you don't look into all these other aspects of the business. And that is why somebody is saying that there's no product, product is scarce, this and that. Fine, we don't like it. We are speaking about it here, and the African coordinators have told us that will be a thing of the past very, very soon. Okay, but we need to also keep talking about sponsorship. Now, when you look at this 6-month plan, it's designed in such a way that what you have done in the first month, okay, you are trying to you share this approach with people. And I normally like this idea. If there's one thing I've learned here, is to sit down with people and show them what is possible. Do you know, and some of you guys are assistant supervisors, I think most of you guys are assistant supervisors, do you know that as an assistant supervisor, because we need to put monetary value to it, as an assistant supervisor in Forever today, if you sponsor one additional assistant supervisor directly under you, I hope you know your commission. Your commission is about 25,000 naira. So what if you are able to share this business with 10 people, 5 people, 3 people in a month, and they become assistant supervisor because of the simplicity of the model you have shared with them? This same thing I'm sharing with you. You know what your commission is going to be. Now, that is about the monetary aspect of it. I've shared this concept with somebody. I said, oh, you mean there's no limit to the number of people I can bring to the business and share with them? There's no limit. Share the business with them the correct way that we allow duplication to be possible. This is a business where we duplicate effort. Okay? When your Forever business is deprived of duplication, it becomes frustrating. But when you build a business in such a way that people can replicate what you have shared with them because of the simplicity of the approach, then you can easily go to rest. And that is how the business is designed. And that is how I feel we should all look at this business and run the business that way. Okay? These are some of the fundamental things that I believe will change our business from today. These are fundamental things that I believe when we design our business this way, it will be easy for us, okay, to identify people around us who also need this business. Guys, let me be frank with you. I won't be here to start lying and start telling you what is not. I've applied for visas in my life. I've applied for visas. I've been denied. I've even entered a big mess because of visa issue, okay? Now I look at my passport, I see visas, okay? This is my second time of traveling this year on the bill of Forever. I already know that, okay, next year again, I have 2 trips. One for summer. You know how much people spend outside this country for summer? You know how much people spend to take their family for summer? Now I can say, okay, I'm bringing my family for summer on the bill of Forever. I'm bringing my wife, I'm bringing my kids. Even if I have to pay anything because I'm bringing my kids, it's going to be a token, okay, that I'm bringing them for summer because I have a business that permits me to go on an all-expense paid trip twice a year. Now, this is the reality that people want to listen to. When you bombard them with the wrong message, they run away from you. But when you share with them the possibility in this, and that's why there are so many video material that we have produced while we are here. We have taken several pictures so that when you are sharing the business with someone, you can give them a link to go and watch a particular video. One of the things we have succeeded in doing here is to use this environment, to use a lot of things that we have seen here, to produce videos that we start uploading on a different groups, on a different platform, so that Mr. A can pick a particular link to a particular video, send the link to a prospect, write a beautiful, craft a beautiful message, okay, that hello, my social friend, there's a wonderful business opportunity that I've been introduced to, okay. A friend of mine has been doing this business and has done very well. I just started and I know I'm going to do very well with it. I just want to help me look at this business model. Maybe I should fully go into it. Now, you know what you have done? You are not telling that person to come and join. You are bringing him in as an umpire to help you assess a business opportunity. If you go and watch the video, and I can assure you, once you watch that video, it will tell you that, okay, that business, I think I too am interested. I think we need to do it together. You see, these are different concepts that we need to use, because people tell us different things. I don't know how to invite. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to do this. The reality is, nobody is born to know everything. Myself that I'm talking to you today, Mr. Tony knows me very well. I just walk around my way to learn everything that I need to learn. Okay, there's something that Jim said that kept ringing in my head ever since. He said, for things to get better, you have to get better. He said, for things to change, you also have to change. So I said, if I continue to do the same thing and I'm expecting a different result, it's the highest level of insanity. So in this business, you also need to take your time to personally develop yourself. Okay, apart from the money, apart from the incentive, the business also develops you. The business adds a lot of things to you. You become a better person. You become a better presenter. You become a better marketer in all ramifications. These are some of the fundamental things that I believe we need to look at in this business and see how we can maximize them. Now, I only want to take you through that particular material that I said Mr. Tony will send to you. The material contains, say, how do you get to manager? This is the aspect I want to share with you. Okay, you all know the compensation plan from new distributor to assistant supervisor to supervisor, supervisor to assistant manager to manager. And for you to be a manager, you need to accumulate a total of 120 case credit over a period of 2 months, and you start getting different level of bonuses, personal bonuses, good volume bonus, and things like that. Now, look at the statement below that says, consider this. The more people you can recruit and duplicate, the faster you will reach manager. The more people you can recruit and duplicate, the faster you will reach manager. Now, apart from the fact that you need to recruit people, there's something we call recruitment. There are the 4 core values of Forever. There's something we call recruitment. There's something we call retention. Okay? Now, let me tell you the problem of Forever in Nigeria, and I believe some of you guys who have been to one team before you join this team, you will agree with me perfectly. People deceive people to join this business. People tell people to bring 150,000, this and that, so that they can just join the business and somebody can make some point. And after that, they just forget them. I know so many people that have met people who are not so happy with them because of what they did to them. But we said we won't allow that to happen in our team. We continue to teach people and show them what to do. Now, in this business, it is not a business where you just recruit somebody and leave the person. No. It's a business where when you recruit that person, you mentor that person to be able to do an average of 4 case credit every month thereafter. 4 case credit every month thereafter. The highest earner in Forever is a man called Keep. He's a German. Every training, every lecture that he delivers is always centered around the importance of the 4 case credit. And how can you do the 4 case credit? That is what I have shown you. Retail, sponsorship, repeat customers, and personal usage. There is no single month that I personally now don't buy product worth between 1 and 2 case credit, because for now at my level in life, I don't like to be sick. I take care of myself with the product. I use the company's toothpaste. I use the company's perfume. I drink the company's aloe vera gel. My liquid soap that I use to wash my car, mop my floor in the house is from the company. And I buy some of the product for my parents, for my loved ones around. And for me, that is fantastic. By the time I finish doing that, I've bought product of 1 to 2 case credits in a particular month. Now, when you follow this fundamental concept of retailing, of sponsorship, of personal product usage, then doing 4 credit credits will not be a major problem. And as a matter of fact, your 4 credit credit can also come from your sales alone. Some of you guys understand how to do that. Your 4 credit credit can also come from your sales alone. But what I'm trying to say is that for people who are yet to master sales like the others, don't say because you don't understand how to do sales that you are not doing your business again. If you have not learned how to master sales, then learn other things, learn recruitment. As a matter of fact, if the only thing you can learn, you can do, is how to use your text message on your phone to invite someone to a training online, then that can do a lot of magic. If what you can do alone is to use your text message to send a video link or a YouTube link to somebody that, oh, my friend, I just finished watching this video and I think you need to look at this. When you finish watching, please let me know what you think about this. Don't send it to them. Keep sending every day. Keep doing this on a daily basis. It will shock you. It will shock you. All of them may not listen to you, but it will shock you. It will amaze you that if you consistently do that on a daily basis, sending a link to a video, a prospective video, like the ones we have done, which you are going to have access to, sending that link to 2, 3, 4, 5 people every day in a particular month, it will shock you. As simple as that may look, as simple as that may sound, it will shock you how many people will come back to you and ask you questions about the business. And this is where we, your uplines, now come in. Because you are a beginner, you may not be able to explain a lot of things very well, but we are also going to be available to help you, okay, communicate the detailed part of this business to some of your prospects so that eventually when they come into the business, they can start learning along the line. And this is what I believe we all need to do, that the more people you can recruit and duplicate. Now, it's not, that statement did not stop at the level of the more people you can recruit. So the more people you can recruit and duplicate. It means that as you are bringing them into the business, you are ready and available to show them all that you know, to share with them all you have heard from your upline. For example, this particular training that I'm doing now is being recorded. And I'm so sure Mr. Tony is also going to send a link of that particular audio to all of us. Now, you can share this with people. It will go a long way to help them understand the business, okay? Now, this is a typical example. 4 steps to manager. Talking about your first 5 key people. Your first 5 key people, okay? Who do you know who has great attitude? How many of your friends are open-minded? How many of your people that you know around wants more money or more time, more security, more flexibility to hold a risk-free business? Okay, people that you like to work with. You can see this example of you there with 5 people in your team who are assistant supervisors. That automatically gives you 10 case credits. That automatically gives you 10 case credits. You here, you are assumed to also be an assistant supervisor, okay? Your commission on this alone in Naira terms is 25,000 in 5 places. 25,000 in 5 places, that is 125,000. That may not really be much money to you, but I think that is much more than the salary of so many people who have worked with government for about 5-6 years. Now, this is typical of how you can start building your business to that particular level. Now, what this image is now showing you is that these same 5 people who are now assistant supervisor under you, if you can mentor them and they become supervisor, if they become supervisor, it means that they have been able to do 25 case credit maximum over a period of 2 months. That gives you 125 case credit. You automatically become a manager. Now, some people might be saying that it's not that easy. I'm not saying it's that easy. Being a policeman and staying on the road is also not easy. Being a manager of a bank and afraid of being sacked one day is also not easy. Nothing in life is easy, okay? But I prefer, I never tell people, just like my brother told me, network marketing is not an easy way out of poverty, but it's a guaranteed way out of poverty. I repeat it again. Network marketing is not an easy way out of poverty. But it's a guaranteed way out of poverty. Just like my job is not an easy way out of poverty. I've worked for 10 years now, and I still remember those days. There's no loan that banks give that I have not collected. Okay, when Stanbic Bank came to town, I was one of the first people that collected their loan in my state. because I was always looking for loan to buffer up my salary. That is also not easy. I was telling somebody that the work I do, I touch human blood, I touch human urine, sometimes I touch dead body. Yet, I have never had an opportunity to go on an all-expense paid trip. Think about that. But this is another business that I started a little over 2 years ago. I've made much more money that I may not make if I'm still working. Okay, I drive a brand new car that I don't think I'll be able to buy if it's just my job. I travel now around the world, all expense paid, which my job cannot afford. So I think I prefer that particular option that allows me to work very hard and at the same time guarantees me a good future. This is what we are talking about. That in this business, it's all about looking ahead. How many people can I work with? As I'm doing my sales, as I'm mastering my sales, as I'm following the training of Mr. Tony, as I'm following the mentorship of every other person, as I keep learning about the product on a daily basis, as I keep creating some beautiful content on my Facebook page, as I create different things to communicate the value of my product to my customers, how many people can I also show that? One of the reasons why we communicate with images, with our videos, like I'm going to send some videos to you, is because you can use some of those images and talk about it. I tell my team members, I say, see, when my upline was, when I joined the business, my upline was making about 250,000 naira per month. And for me, that was a big breakthrough. And I told her, I don't need 250,000 naira per month. Maybe it's too much for me at that level because of my level of thinking. That just give me extra 50,000 naira per month. That if this business can give me extra 50,000 naira per month, that I'll be fine. But I never knew it could get better. By my 7th month in the business, I was already doing over 300,000 naira because I followed some of these concepts. Okay, I share the business with people. You know, my downline, he came together with me when we came to Lagos. Okay, Mr. Romilio, some of you guys know him very well. I shared the business concept with him on the road in an unusual place. Okay, we were not that close. I used to know him, but we were not that close. But I met him. I shared the business with him, and at that particular point in time, it never made sense to him. But because he happened to be a blogger, okay, he runs a blog online, and it just occurred to me that, okay, fine, maybe you don't like the business, but can you partner with me so that you also help me to sell my products? For every pack of cleaner you help me to sell, I give you so amount of money in commission. And that made a little sense to him. He said he was going to think about it. And he got back to me later, he said, okay, can we start? I said, we can start. And because he's a blogger, he already has some followers online. The first week, we made 3 sales came from him. He called me that I have 3 sales. I supply the products to him. He delivered product to his customer. On every product part that I sold that he helped me to sell, I gave him 4,000. That's encouraging. The second week, we made 7 sales. The third week, we made 13 sales. The fourth week, he came back and said, I want to do the business. Now, imagine if when he gave me the wrong attitude that, oh, I'm not interested in the business. Imagine if I gave up. Imagine if I didn't think within myself and share something, another thing with him. Imagine if somebody else has sponsored that guy. Okay, that is one upline that guy is one downline that does a lot. Okay, and that is a business. You don't know if the guy living near your house is your next diamond. You don't know if that guy in your office that you are afraid to share the business with is going to be your next sapphire manager. You don't know if that's your family friend that you are afraid to share the business with will be the one to take the business to a level that you never expected. These are the reality of this industry. These are the reality of forever. This business is designed in such a way that we take ourselves up. Okay. One of my happiest moments in this business is when I look back and I see people that I've shared the business with, and I see them doing very well. I have some of them who are students. Okay, and these guys have changed. They have changed my perception about being a student, because these guys are students who now buy land. Okay, who can sponsor themselves for their postgraduate training anywhere in the world because of what they have done in forever. This is what I'm trying to communicate to you. My message this evening is very simple. that let us from tonight think beyond retailing as we strive, as we try to master retailing, as we strive and try to put our website in the right perspective. We should also start communicating the value of this business to people around us. A guy came from Ghana and he spoke here, okay? In South Africa this year, his check was about 87,000 US dollars. In Singapore last year, his check was about 125,000 US dollars. The guy drives a brand new Range Rover Sport in Ghana, very young guy, not too old, because of the business. There are a lot of possibilities in this business that I believe some of you guys understand. You know, there are some things you watch online, and in those days I used to say these things are just not true. These people are just fraud. They are this, they are that. The reality is that in network marketing, especially with Forever, there's nothing that is not possible. I've seen it. There are some levels I have not actually gotten to, but I've seen people who have gotten there. And because I've seen people who have gotten there, then I know I will also get there. As long as I keep working hard, as long as I keep mentoring my team, as long as I keep doing the right thing. This is the business, guys. This is what I believe we need to look into. And let me quickly round up by quickly saying this. Talking about the incentive. When you build your business this way, there's no way you will miss the incentive. If you build your business this way, there is no way you will miss the incentive. There's no way you will miss the car plan. There's no way you will miss the all expense paid trip. My brother was telling me, sorry, I keep referring to my brother because he inspires me a lot, and I've learned so many things from him the last couple of days. And the reality is there are some people that will not listen to your Forever story because you are talking about money. You also need to understand and learn how to assess your prospects. There's some prospects that when you see them, it's not, you don't come in with from the angle of money because they are already rich. We just want to prove to you that, see, I don't need your money. Take your business away, I don't need your money. But some of them need their health. Some of them, their health is very important to them. A particular guy is one of the top guys in, is it Etisalat? I think it's Etisalat. He's one of the regional manager of Etisalat in the north, in another part of Nigeria. We met in Ghana last year on one of our trips, all expense paid trip to Cape Coast. This guy also qualified. He's also a senior manager in Forever. He said, so many people have been disturbing him about Forever. And you come, talk about money, that you can make this, you can make that, and that all the money they keep mentioning is not something that is strange to him. He does much more than that in his on his job. But he said one day, one man came to his house and spoke to him from the angle of the benefit of the product to your health. At that particular time, he said he was already overweight. Doctors already told him to go and do something about his weight. And that when this man just connected with him from the angle of using the product to detoxify your body and to lose weight. And that was how he immediately bought Clean9 from this same man. And after using Clean9, he said, people say Clean9 does not work, but that he dropped 18 kg in 9 days because he used Clean9 appropriately. Now, a little bit about Clean9. People don't understand, a lot of people don't understand how Clean9 works because they communicate the working of Clean9 wrongly. When you communicate the working of your product wrongly to your customer, and your customer uses your product and it doesn't get the result, then you are making a lot of mess. You are messing everything up. You are still going to do a lot of things around that. This man lost weight, and because he lost weight using that particular product, he said he made up his mind that I will sell this product to everybody I know. And that was what he did. Now, what brought him into the business initially was not money. What brought him into the business was the fact that he needed to get his health back. They said health is wealth. Now, immediately this man regained his health back, that encouraged him to take a closer look into the business. Now, after taking a closer look into the business, he now saw so many other benefits inside the business. Now, the people who sold the business wrongly to him in the first instance, they have lost out because they sold the business wrongly. But the guy that came to his house and did not talk about join forever, but spoke about the benefit of a particular product. that guy is the one who is making the money as I speak to you, because this same excellent man is now a senior manager in Forever. This is very, very important. My upline, my senior upline, you guys saw him when we came to Lagos. He said the time of the market woman in network marketing has gone. The time and the season of the professionals is what we have, is where we are now. So don't do this business like a market woman. Don't do it like a quack. You have to learn to do it like a professional. And in learning to do it like a professional, you need to give your time to it. You need to give your commitment to it. There are some questions that you ask your upline that your upline may not be available to answer. Not that because he doesn't want to answer, but it was not just available. Sometimes we need to find some things out ourselves. It's part of the learning process. As a matter of fact, I have discovered that the things you discover yourself, they stay more with you than the things somebody tells you. These are paramount things about this business. These are fundamental things I believe all of us can learn about this business. And I want us to take our time to study the several approaches to this business that I have explained today. The approach that talks about how you need to leverage on the product, okay? Use the product to do retail. Don't neglect sponsoring, okay? Use the product personally. Develop a customer base. Now, let me quickly share with you how you can develop a customer base. That particular thing that you guys must start doing. We call it product launch. How can you do product launch? You can do product launch both offline and online. How do you make that happen? Irrespective of the medium you're using, whether you're using offline or online. Product launch is like creating a system around the values of your product. Some people do it like Earth Talk, okay? Whichever one is convenient for you. But I will talk from the angle of the internet, since most of you guys are internet savvy people. Do you know you can create a small video and talk about the value of a particular product or a group of products and put that video on YouTube? Develop or create a link from YouTube of that video. Now, you just talk around that particular product with a text message, or you can talk about it on your Facebook page, you can talk about it on your BBM channel, and you put the link to that video to it. Do you know people will watch that video? You have not told them to come and join Forever. You have only shared the value of a particular product using a video. Now, when they look at that video and they study the video and they see the value of that particular product, my brother, my sister, they want to get back to you and find out how they can get the product. Now, when they get the product, I've seen it happen. That was how a woman signed up with VC of one of the universities in this country into Forever. Okay? When they see the value of the product, they are always tempted. There's always that thing to say, oh, I use that particular product. This is how I felt about the product. Some of them will come back to you with a mind to come and buy again. Repeat customers. Now, if you come to me because you like a particular product that you have used before and you want to come and buy again, I now offer you, and I now tell you that, fine, that particular product, there's a way you can buy it cheaper. Why don't let me show you how you can buy it cheaper? Everybody wants to buy cheaper. Everybody wants to save money. So when you tell a repeat customer that let me show you how you can buy cheaper, she wants to hear. He wants to listen to you. And how they can buy cheaper is to register into the business and buy that same product that they want to buy from you on their personal ID. And to them, they are so happy because it's like you are doing them a favor. But at the same time, in the reasons of which you are only building a business. So even from your retail business that some of you guys are already used to, you need to start learning how to convert your customers to distributors. You need to start learning how to convert your customers to Forever business owners. Some of them buy products from you, 1cc, 2cc. The best thing you can share with them is to let them know that if they are also in business, they can buy the same product at lesser prices. These are fundamental things that we all need to understand about building our team. Team building is not something that is that difficult that people cannot achieve. I built a team and I'm still building a team. Now, let me quickly tell you my vision for next year, which I believe could also become your vision. There's a particular level in this business, there are some people that we call GLT members. GLT members are people that are called, we call them global leadership team members. These are the people that determines everything about Forever. They are also Forever business owners, but they have built their business to a level where the company listens to them. Currently, as we speak today, we have just one in Nigeria. They used to be 3, but 2 have dropped, okay, because once your case credit drops below, you require case credit to be a GLT, then you are out. Now ask me, what is the required case credit to be a GLT? 7,500 case credits per year. 7,500 case credits per year. It therefore tells me that it means that if I can build my business to a point where I can do an average of 1,000 case credits per month, it means that that same year I will do 12,000 case credits. I will automatically become a GLT member. Now I ask myself, what does it take me to build a business that can give me a total of 1,000 case credits per month? It's all mathematics. It's all about team building. It's all about retailing. Okay? When you put all these things together and you have a vision for the future, then nothing will be impossible to you. And lastly, as I round up, I want us to start looking at the concept and the position of our mind. Most people who don't succeed in Forever, most people who quit in this business are people who have lost in their mind. People who give up within themselves and they cannot achieve it. People who don't believe that some things are possible. For me, all things are possible. I don't see impossibility even when I'm in the midst of challenges. I try to look at the way out of every situation. And that is one of the things I see are the secret of great leaders in this business. They have vision, they have big visions, they have big dreams. They aspire, they think around their business, they work around their business, they see everybody as a potential team member. Anywhere they found themselves. I just asked today because in this particular research where we have, some people came from some other countries, to also from other businesses, other organizations that also came here for 1 or 2 programs. And you know, it never even occurred to me until Jane Leach just told us that that some of us here that we are not aware that some people are also here who are not into Forever, that we have not even taken time to share our business with them. She said she has shared her business with about 8 of them. Okay? And for me, that is the mindset of somebody who's going somewhere. Now, she's a double diamond in this business. I'm talking about somebody that does an average of 50,000. If I say this, some of you guys may not believe. Okay? This is somebody that does an average of 50,000 pounds per month. 50,000 pounds per month. Okay? When we went to South Africa this year, our chairman's bonus check, which is just our own part in the profit of the company for last year, she collected over $1 million check. Now, if someone who has gotten to that particular level in the business is still actively prospecting, is still actively sharing our business opportunity with people, then who are we to say we have arrived? Who are we to say it's not my thing? You know, I hear some of those people tell me it's not my thing. A guy was telling me, he was asking me for some money, and I said, come and do business, okay? Let me show you how to fish instead of giving you fish. He said, it's not my calling. It's not your calling to do my business, but it's your calling to spend my money. I don't have time for that. Okay? Now, these are the realities that I believe all of us need to look into tonight. I want us to take time, study the manual I sent to Mr. Tony. Mr. Tony will forward this manual to you. That manual also contains areas where you can write on those areas. It's like you can plan your activities, you can write on those papers things you want to do, how you want to achieve them, the people you need to talk to, the calls you need to make, the text message you need to send, the posts you need to make on Facebook, the tweets you need to send on Twitter, everything. It is a very big handbook. It's a 44-page handbook that will help to drive your business to any level. And I believe by the time we are committed to doing it this way, this business will be as simple as possible for all of us, with our commitment, with our tenacity, with our passion, and we can take it to any level. This is why I'm here tonight. I would like to put a pause to this training tonight because I believe I don't want some of us to be going to church tomorrow or one or two things. I want us to really enjoy our moments in our different places tomorrow. I don't want to keep us waiting for too long, and that is why I feel it is expedient of me to stop at this level, and maybe I might need to also, as a roundup, show you one or two things. You know, the lifestyle opportunity in the business have been so marvelous. These are practical things, practical, great, interesting things that the business can allow you to achieve. Riding on the waters, beautiful opportunity to meet different people, opportunity in different parts of the world. It's been very awesome, okay? It's been lovely doing business with Forever, and I believe you guys will also pick your business of where you left it, so that all of us can move on together, so that you can, a time comes in your business when you get to some levels and you will understand better and appreciate better some of the things we have been talking about the last couple of minutes back. Okay, I wish you guys well. I don't know if there are questions, but I believe Mr. Tony is also available and around to help us coordinate whatever we need to coordinate about. You can see that site. That's a very beautiful resort, different pools in different places, beautiful people, sun setting. You can see the sea. This is where I'm talking from, okay? This is where I am currently. I'm already missing this place because I'll be leaving this place tomorrow, okay? Lovely site, okay? This is not Photoshop. This is not Photoshop. I know you know Romelu Yabiodu, okay? He came with his beautiful girl, okay? And a lovely period, fantastic opportunity for everybody from different parts of the world. I see you guys being part of this very soon. I believe that the more we work together, the more we achieve together. That's my brother there, and that's why I know you know Pastor Tunde Afre. He came for the training we had in Lagos. Yeah, that's the auditorium. Those guys with white t-shirt are from Cote d'Ivoire. Okay, fantastic opportunity, fantastic business concept. Something that I believe is enough. You can see the logo of the Eagle manager there. Beautiful lightning. You can see C9 on the wall, so that you know it's our business. It's C9. It's something that belongs to us. Okay, F15 is a new product, and so many things, guys. It's our time to make a lot of things happen. People from Gabon, you can see them from Gabon in their attire. You can see the technical crew of Forever. Those guys are the ones behind the recordings of videos and so many other things. Okay, I wish you guys well. Next year is going to be a ship cruise, sailing from Barcelona in Spain to Monte Carlo to Rome in Italy. I believe you guys will be there. Let's pick this business up. Let us do it the way it should be done. And I hope to see you guys. Some of you will also be coming to Dubai. Let's do this together. And I believe the more we do together, the more we strive together, the more we can achieve together. Mr. Tony, I want to hand over to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. K, thank you very much. That was a very powerful training. That was very powerful. Thank you very much. So basically, I'm only seeing just one question here. So somebody says, where would you advise us to go in order to educate ourselves? I think he's talking like about the whole FLP recruitment thing.
Okay. To educate ourselves, I think we're already doing well. We already have a platform where we interact. The only thing I want us to do about the issue of recruitment is that this particular material I'll be sending to Mr. T, I want all of us to work with this material, okay? By the time it's like a work manual. It's not just a book to read. It's a work manual that will allow you to plan your business, to think around your business, and if you now have questions around any area in that work manual, we can discuss it. We can discuss that. I don't feel that is strange. The WhatsApp group we have is still working, and this webinar will still continue. When we get back to Nigeria, by God's grace, we work around getting better internet so that this training can continue. It's one of the things I've committed myself to doing regularly now, depending on the availability of the team, so that if there are issues around, I think the major issue that people talk about is retailing. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about retailing, but I think it needs to be balanced, okay? It cannot just be one-sided. So I will not say you should start looking for training center where you need to learn about recruitment. This is where you learn about recruitment. You can continue. We still continue to do more training around recruitment. If you have to do it on WhatsApp or do it on this webinar, I think this is the right place to use. By the time you have this manual, it's a 44 pages manual PDF. When you download it, read through it. If you now have questions, then you can take the questions back to us on the forum and let us start addressing it one after the other.
I guess that's the only question that we have right now. So is there any other person having a question on this training, for this training? Okay, so basically we don't have any other question. As a matter of fact, I've learned a lot. Personally, I've learned a lot from what you've been saying as far as recruitment is concerned, and as far as, getting your own focus credit, having a plan that can take you to a manager in like 5 or 6 months and all of that. So personally, I'm even going to edit my own strategy. I'm going to edit my own strategy, and later on I'm going to share it with you guys too as well. So somebody is asking the question over here. He's saying, please, I have heard that to be a manager, you need to have people on your first generation. Please, how true is this?
Well, to be a manager, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, to be a manager has nothing to do with those on your first generation alone. Now, let me quickly give you a simple mathematics of how to be a manager. You need 120 case credits over a period of 2 months, 2 consecutive months. Maybe in this is September, you are able to do 40 case credits, and you now do 80 case credits in October. That is 120. Now, if you have 5 direct downlines, I'm just using that as a case study. If you have 5 direct downlines, and those 5 direct downlines can master how to do their 4 case credits every month. Now, 5 people under you who knows how to do 4 case credits will give you 20 case credits, right? Now, if those 5 people can also duplicate 5, I'm just using that as a case study. You can do as many as you want. If those 5 can also duplicate 5, you will have 25 new people plus the existing 5 people. That will be 30. If 30 people can do 4 case credits every month, you are manager. Working with 5 people directly under you, who are also working with 5 people directly under them. As long as they can master how to do 4 case credits, then you become manager, because 30 people doing 4 case credits in a particular month gives you 120 case credits. And in terms of cash, okay, in terms of monetary benefit, that cannot fetch you in forever. At the normal exchange rate we are using now, that cannot fetch you less than 1.4 million naira. I know what I'm talking about. It's something that we do. That cannot fetch you less than 1.4 million naira that month. 30 people in your team who can do 4 case credits every month will give you a regular income in 7 figures and also make you a manager.
Thank you for that. Then there's one more question here. Somebody is saying, if I get 120 case credit in 2 months without any downline, would I still become a manager?
You will still become a manager.
Yeah, but I think the essence of what Mr. K is actually talking about here is that if you bring in the aspect of the recruitment into your whole strategy, it's going to make it far easier for you to become a manager without having to do all the sales by yourself.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Now, let me emphasize on that, sir.
Okay.
When you do the 120 case credit yourself, you are the only one doing it yourself. As a matter of fact, the fact that you are a manager in forever is not what automatically guarantees the commission. What guarantees the commission is the team. Now, I've seen people who went to the bank to borrow money just because they want to make manager. Now, after they use the money to buy products, I'm sorry, some of them are very stupid. They buy products worth millions of naira that they don't know how to sell. They put the products in their house, waiting for demons or agents to come and buy them. And they now say, yes, I'm a manager. Money will start coming. That is not how forever works. Forever does not work that way. Now, when you make manager yourself, you are just manager by title. The incentives that we are talking about are also subject to some qualifications. Now, as a manager by title who doesn't have a team, you don't make anything, you only get discounts. you only get 18% discount on whatever you buy. It means that your only benefit is where an assistant supervisor will buy a particular product for 25,000, maybe you will buy for 14,000. Because when you buy on your personal ID in Forever, you don't make commission, you only get discount. So a manager who becomes manager without having a team only benefit from discount in purchases, not on commissions. But a manager who has a team of 30 people, for instance, who also understand, and those 30 people understand how to do 4K credit, because he or she has taught them how to do 4K credit using some of the model I've shown here, then that manager regularly cannot earn less than $1 million.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, sir. In fact, I'm actually learning so many things here. Okay, so guys, I think that would actually be everything as regards this training, and I can see that I'm actually looking at the attendee list right now, and what I'm seeing from here is that it is basically the same set of people who keep coming, who keep showing up for this webinar. They are the same set of people who are around for this webinar too as well. So I actually believe that you guys are putting in a lot of effort as regards success in this business. So if you've received my email recently, I think I sent out an email about an upcoming training here in Lagos that we're going to be having, where we would be able to like sort out a lot of issues, but then we'll give ourselves some very valuable training. So it's going to be coming up. The date that I fixed before was 30th, but now it will be October 8th. That will be a Saturday. So I'm going to be sending you more information about the training later. So just watch out for my emails in your inbox. Okay. So while Mr. K is still on, this is going to be the last question. Then I'm going to shut down this webinar. So Mr. K, somebody is asking that if we sell to people outside Nigeria, does it still count as well? Because I've heard that to qualify for certain incentives, it has to come from Nigeria alone. Okay, let me take that question. Do you get it?
Okay.
The person is asking that if we sell to people outside Nigeria, does it still count as well?
When you sell to people outside Nigeria, it counts for you for certain qualifications. It doesn't count for you for certain qualifications. There's something we call global activity.
Okay.
Okay. For example, if I sell to somebody in the US and the person buys on my ID in the US, I get the commission in Nigeria. No doubt about that. But for me to also get commission on sales that I make outside Nigeria, I must have become an assistant supervisor at least minimum. Because I've seen cases where people just send their links to people in the US, they are just new distributors, they have not gotten to the level of assistant supervisor, they send their links to their uncles, their friends, those ones buy on their ID, and at the end of the month, they don't get any commission, they felt disappointed or whatever. But the reality is that forever must have paid that commission to your upline. Because whatever system we see it as, you are not active to earn their commission because you are not yet an assistant supervisor. So for people who are selling outside Nigeria, please make sure you are at least a minimum of an assistant supervisor. Now, in terms of the case credit, the case credit counts for you as part of your global case credit, which is also part of what the company will count for you at the end of the year if you qualify for chairman's bonus. It doesn't count for your qualification for chairman's bonus. It doesn't count for your qualification for car plan. It does not count for your qualification for Eagle manager. But if you are a chairman's bonus qualifier, you have already qualified for chairman's bonus, the company will calculate the commission they want to pay you all together, both your local case credit and your international case credit. So if you log in into your back office, to the left, you click on my volume, okay? When you look at my volume to the left, it will show, the first thing you see is global case credit, okay? And that's why you see, if you see your global total case credit, there's always, if you make some sales outside Nigeria, your global total case credit will be much more than your overall Nigeria total case credit. The difference is just the sales you made in the US or in the UK or any country outside Nigeria. It will not count it as your sales in Nigeria, but you count it as part of your overall global sales. So that overall global sales is not also part of what helps you to move to the next level. It doesn't count as your 120K credit to become a manager or 75K credit to become a manager and the rest. You just make the commission on it, and if you qualify for chairman's bonus, the company will calculate it as part of your activity for that year, so that they can calculate your commission for chairman's bonus appropriately. I hope it's just clear.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So okay. So everybody, that's gonna be the end. I believe you've learned a lot from this webinar. But in case if you have questions as regards this whole training, just send your questions to us. You can post it on the WhatsApp group, or you can post it on our Facebook too as well. And then as time goes on, we'll be able to come up with maybe another training where we are going to discuss those questions. So Mr. K, thank you very much for actually providing this information. We appreciate it a lot. And we'll be waiting to see you over here in Nigeria again. Good night.